Today we have LoopDot from LoopGear. This is one of the most interesting flashlight I have ever seen or owned. So this is not a regular flashlight which has a spot and flood. This also has a tiny screen which allows you to interact with it. So let's dive into this and quickly unbox and see what we get, and we will go through the entire interface so that you know what you are getting into. So let's unbox this together. Hello everyone, welcome back to EDC Glow and Gears. So today we have the LoopDot from LoopGear, one of the most interesting and fantastic EDC flashlight. I don't know if I should call this an EDC because this is way more than an EDC. It is so nice that it has an interactive screen. You can play around with this, and there are fun games baked into this. So let's quickly unbox this and see what we get. So as usual, LoopGear has fantastic packaging. So this is also comes in a really nice box. So once we open it, we have the place where we have the manual. Oh, it comes with a nice microfiber cloth. I believe you can wipe this to clean the screen. Then we have the user manual. I would request you highly to go through this because, as I mentioned, there are so many fun things into this. You need to really look into this. So let me see so this is the English version. So you have play mode, light effect, dice, which is a game, coin toss, yes or no, rock paper scissors, lucky direction, water bottle, timer, stopwatch, catch the gem. It's like Tetris, but this is LoopGear's own version of Tetris. Then we have the counter and wooden fish. I'm not sure what game it is, but we will definitely look into this. Alright, so keeping this aside, so here we have the aluminum gray, and it looks beautiful. So let me take it out. So we have a USB A to USB-C charging cable, and then we have the case, and this is really nice quality. So this part is magnetic. This is really high quality, and this lanyard is really high quality. I'm not sure what material, but it feels like a very good quality felt. So let's keep this aside. Then we have the flashlight. Look at the quality of this. My goodness. This is brilliant. Look at the TI lens. It looks like an eye. The detail are amazing on this. Let's remove this. Alright, so here we have, so if we take a closer look, we have a fidget dial, and this is not just for fidgeting. This allows you to interact with the UI. And then we have the main switch. Below we have the USB-C charging cable, and the fit and finish is top notch. It feels really amazing in hand. So let's power it on. So if you press, it shows you the lock, so press and hold. Okay, so press and hold. It should okay, what am I doing wrong? Okay, so when you see this, you have to scroll through this and you will unlock. Right, so this is the flashlight mode. If you dial this, then we have the game and the fun zone. Then we have the settings, we have the manual lock. So if I press this, then it's locked. So to unlock, you just click once and then you see the clock icon, right? Then you have to rotate this dial to fill this blue dots to unlock it. So now we are in the flashlight mode. So if I click on this, you can see the what do you call it? The floodlight is on. The moonlight mode is really low. So you can see it's glowing. Now if I start rotating, you can see it's getting bright. And this is a high CRI, I think 95 CRI color temperature, which is around 3000 to 3500 Kelvin, and it's a warm yellow, which looks really nice. So if I bring this, and if you see the color, it looks really good. And this also has vibration feedback. So let me bring this to the mic. So you can hear, right? So you can rotate this, and the moment you reach the lowest brightness and when you reach the highest brightness, it buzzes, letting you know that you have reached the lowest or the highest RAM. Now let me lower it down. Okay, if you sway this, then it will change from flood to spot. You can see, right? Now similarly, if you rotate this dial, it changes the brightness, and similarly if you go to the lowest, it will buzz, and if you go to the highest brightness, it will buzz. So let me quickly show you the lens. It looks brilliant. This is the spot beam right now. If I press and hold the power button, it switches to the flood. So switch. So this is the spot, this is the flood. So let me increase the brightness a little bit. Now if I show you here, so either you can do a very smooth movement like this to change it from spot and then to flood, or you can press and hold the power button and it will cycle through the mode from flood to spot. So I'm pressing and holding the power button and you are changing the flood to spot. And this also supports the gesture as I shown. If you do this, it will change from spot to flood, and I'm doing this and it changes to spot. And when you do this, it gives you a buzz to make you understand that you have changed the mode from spot to flood. Alright, so if I click once, it will power off, and if I click once again, it will power on, and it momentarily shows you the battery capacity also. So let me, yeah, so power on, it shows the battery, right? So one click. Now as we have entered the flashlight mode, if we want to go to other mode, we have to double click. Sorry, from off, if I double click, it goes directly to turbo, and if I press and hold, it switches to the spot turbo. So let me lower it down. From if the flashlight is on, if I press twice, 1 2, goes directly to turbo, 1 2 3, goes to strobe. Similarly, if I press and hold, it switches from spot to flood. Similarly, if I press and hold, it switches back from flood to spot. Now if I have to exit this mode, what I can do is 1 2 3, sorry, switch it off, 1 2 3 4. Now we are on the mode selection. So currently it shows flashlight mode. So the next one is game mode. So if I click on this, so the first one, the first game is rock paper scissors. So if I want to enter, I click once, and now I just have to move this, and then you can start playing. So I will do one thing. I will get another LoopDot unboxed, and I'll show you how you can play with your friend. So let's keep this aside and quickly unbox the purple one. And I'm so intrigued by their color. Initially I wanted to just go for one, but when I saw the rest of the color, I was blown away. So I immediately booked the purple and the orange. So this is the final version, production ready version, which we are going to get. So it is available in LoopGear's official website now. So this is the, wow, look at the color, beautiful, my goodness, that looks amazing. So side by side, if I want to show you, so this is the purple and this is the gray. Looks beautiful. Let me get the other one also, which is the orange version. So this is the first time I participated in a Kickstarter program or Kickstarter project, and initially I was slightly skeptic because I had very limited knowledge how it works, but fortunately I reached out to LoopGear's team members, Emma and Ketty. They are amazing. They supported us with all the questions we had, and it was a cakewalk after that. Okay, it's a tight fit. So this is the LoopGear's Kickstarter project, or the Kickstarter product, what should I say, the product from the Kickstarter. But this is the final version and this is the production ready version. So now if you buy it from LoopGear's website, you will get the same software version. So keeping it aside, this orange also looks amazing. So side by side, 3 of the colors. So they also have a green, olive green. I didn't get that, but probably I'll get that soon. Now they have a blue color, which is also fantastic. So I'm planning to get the blue and the green. And also they have released a Damascus edition and the titanium version. So we can look into that. All right, so to go, okay, so let's see if this is done. Okay, go to the game. So rock, paper, scissors. Yes. Now consider that you and your friend, you both have one LoopDot each. You can go ahead and play this fun game. So we both are in the rock, paper, scissors mode or the game. Now you can see this is how you can play. Alright, so moving on to the next one. So if you have to exit the game, click twice. It will move to the subfolder or the game folder where you was. So next one is lucky direction. If you click once, you just have to move it and it will show you the direction which you want to choose. It will do the guessing part for you. Double click to exit. Next is the water level. So if you rotate this, you can see it fills up the display similarly. I won't use this for water level because it's not very accurate, but it is for fun. Double click to go back to the main menu. Then we have the stopwatch. You can rotate this and then, oh, so this is the timer. So if I click on this, it will start the countdown. And once it reaches the last cube or the last pixel, it will start buzzing. Okay, I think I have gone too far. All right, so today we have the LoopDot, and I have brought 2 of them so that I can show you the spot and the flood beam side by side. So I'll just switch it on. So on my left we have the flood. I did not crank it up, and on the right I have the spot. So right, so let's see. I'll crank up the
brightness, and this is the maximum brightness, but not the turbo. And this is the spot. So I'll take a walk. So on my left, we have the flood at the maximum, and on my right, I have the spot, the maximum brightness, but both are not in turbo. So I will go ahead and do that. But before that, I'll just show you. This is the maximum brightness for the flood, and this is the maximum brightness for your spot. So I'll just move and double click. So on my left, we have the flood on turbo, and on my right, we have the spot on turbo. So you can see the difference in the tint. So the flood is 95 plus CRI, and it has around 3000 Kelvin of temperature, which is slightly on the warm side. Not slightly, it's pretty warm. And on my right, we have the 6500 Kelvin white spotlight. So let me click, it's off. Okay, so we are on the maximum brightness for both spot and the flood. So double click, and this is the turbo. So I'm just taking a walk so that you can see how it looks. So for the size, it's plenty. The spot is very powerful, I can show you that. And if I just remove this spot, let me double click, switch it off. So this is the turbo on flood. Double tap, it goes to high. Again double tap, it goes to the turbo. Now switch it off. Now this is the high brightness on spot. Double tap, this is the turbo for spot. So if you are in dark place and you need some sort of light, the spot is very good. And if I bring the flood, and let's keep the spot away. This is also nice, but it doesn't give you the details like the spot. If I place my light towards this tree line, I can see the colors really well, but the spot gives me the details better, that if there is anything which is moving, and it pushes the light slightly away, where the flood is really nice in rendering the color nearby. And if you want to place it on a desk or a table, you can see a lot of things. But the spot has a very nice throw, and it gives you a good vision of what's coming up front. So the flood is nice for up close visibility. Let me double click, lower it. Okay. Now the spot is nice for close visibility, but the spot is something which you can easily see 10 feet to 15 feet away without any problem. So right now I have the turbo for the spot, and you can see it has a nice spread and throw. Double click, lower it down, double click, and this has a very good throw all around, or flood all around, so I can see much wider view. So let it step down. Okay, so here's the LoopDot. Let me lower it, the brightness. Yes, so this is the flood, this is the spot. So you have the loop gear, LoopDot. I'm not going through the entire screen because for a field test it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, here you go. So let's go back inside.
Alright, so you saw how the beam shot looks, and I was surprised by how much of light it can actually produce. Looking at the size of the spot and the flood emitters, it is pretty amazing how much light it can produce. So we have the Workhorse HD03, and you can see pretty much it is of the same size, The loop gear is slightly compact and it feels far more premium. So you can see, and the Workhorse HD03 looks pretty robust and feels like a tank. However, the loop gear is no slouch. It also feels really well built, but it feels far more polished, far more refined, and it feels like a premium device, which it is. So one thing I really wanted to show you, that is the charging animation. So if you plug charger, you see this standard charging, right? If you don't want to see this standard charging, you can click once, sorry, click twice. You can change the animation to this matrix one. Click twice, it will change the animation to this. So this is amazing, the amount of things what you can do with this display, how much you can interact. There are so many different features built into this. I cannot imagine that a small flashlight of this particular size has so much of character, and it is plenty. This is crazy what Loop Gear has done. So the first flashlight which I owned was this SKO5 Pro, and I was amazed by the build, uh, and it has this spot and flood, and along with that you have side light which you can change the color temperature, then RGB. And I thought this is like the best you can get. Now Loop Gear has done or outdone themselves by creating this loop dot, which is extraordinary. The kind of technology and engineering has gone into a thumb size. You can see it's probably the same size of my thumb. So the kind of engineering they have done into this is phenomenal. So if you have any question, please do let me know. This is officially released on LoopGear's website. I will add the link to their official website. This is going to be around 40 odd dollars, but now I think they are selling it for discounted price of 36 or $35, which is really good deal. So if you really like this, go ahead and grab one before it's sold out. All right, thank you so much. Before I go, if you like this content, please leave us a comment. If you like this content, leave us a thumbs up. If you have any suggestion, if you have any flashlight which you want me to review, please leave it in the comment. If you have any question related to Loop Gear, any feature, any more, please let me know in the comment. I'll definitely look it up for you and help you with the answer. And if you like this content, please subscribe to the channel so that we can spread these kind of videos to other people who love EDC and gears. So till until next time, thank you so much. You have a great day ahead.